cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I flex with you. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. We're finna slide right into Vlad TV where WACk is snitching on Pooh Shiesty. Says that he saw the $300,000 that Pooh Shiesty smuggled through the airport. Said he saw it. Pooh Shiesty showed it to him. Why is WACk snitching on Pooh Shiesty? Not sure, but we finna jump right into the content.
These guys actually posted the stolen items on social media. Now, of course, Big 30's lawyers said, well, we don't know that that's the same thing. Lots of people have Rolex watches. Lots of people have 1017 chains.
I can't comment on what they posted on their Instagram page. I can't comment about whether they own Rolexes or whether they had a 1017 chain through Pooh Shiesty or Gucci Mane or somebody else affiliated with the label. And again, it still goes back to how do we corroborate the facts that are in that complaint? You corroborate those facts with evidence. And from what has been testified to at this point, there's been no physical evidence that corroborates the things that you're saying happened and occurred on that day.
But the timing of it is very,
If I had a high-profile case like this, I don't know if I want my lawyer doing interviews on Vlad.
very special.
This is what happens when you're sitting in front of the jury. You're right. Lots of people. Can you show us proof of where you got yours from?
There you go. There you go. Because in the paperwork, the white cameraman guy showed proof of buying that particular watch.
Can you show now? See, this is what my people or the street people, right? Their common sense is kind of blurred. Okay, this guy, the owner, and those of us that have Rolexes, we keep our paperwork and we keep the box.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So he can show you these things.
Yes.
And it's going to be exactly that watch. Okay, sir, can you show us where you purchased this? Right?
Oh, I got it from a friend. Okay, let's get the friend over
Not
here.
only that, they got the phone.
Yeah.
They tried to smash the phone. Again, Vlad, I take...
Yeah, that's ugly work right there. The whole concept of stealing somebody's watch and you trying to say that it's yours and pass it off as yours when they got all the paperwork, all the receipts of purchase, all the proof of purchase, serial number, so forth and so on, you're going to have a hard day.
Your phone. And say, all Vlad's contacts and exclusive footage is in here. Smash. I took it for... What you going to go do?
Go to iCloud.
Go loud.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't get and understand. And I met Pooh one time in Simi Valley. I went out there and he seen, I could tell he was with it. But even then, he was, he had $300,000 cash in a duffel bag with some house slippers.
How'd you know he had $300,000 in cash?
He showed it to me.
He showed you $300,000 cash.
One dude with him. I said, yo, bro, how you get to the airport? He said, shit, we slid through, bro. We had some clothes on the top. We slid through. This was in Simi Valley. I was there with, he was doing a song with somebody. It was E1.
So, you mean to tell me smuggling anything through the airport is a federal crime because that's a federal space? So you're saying that Pooh Shiesty smuggled this money, which could be potential money laundering, through the airport. You showed him in Simi Valley. So now you're giving the who or what. The who is Pooh Shiesty, the what is money laundering, the where is Simi Valley, the how is they had clothes on top of money and slid it through the through the money, through the X-ray the machine. Now all we need is a why. This nigga just gave the who, what, when, where. Who, what, when, where, how. We just need the why. Interesting.
Was involved or whatever. And I told him, I said, yo, bro, you shouldn't be moving like that. They could take that from one. Two, you out here in LA, you got house slippers. You know what I'm saying? I said, a lot of these people on these sets, they be tied to things. But I could see it in his eyes that he was kind of like, I don't want to call him a crash dummy. He was Malcolm before the Nation of Islam got a hold of it. He was a soldier with no direction that had a warrior mentality. Bro, you sat in the feds for 3.5 years, and you come up with the ankle monitor on, bro. He has no control of his team because I'm hearing he told them, don't do that. If he would have kept it isolated in that room with Gucci, it wouldn't be as bad today.
Right, because, 1090J pointed this out. If his goal was to change the contract, why did he then rob Gucci? And then let all his guys rob everyone outside?
Rob and assault and all this.
Nothing makes sense to me in that.
Well, it seemed like Pooh Shiesty was just going for full crash out mode. I think that at that point it was anybody associated with Gucci Mane was going to get an issue because Pooh Shiesty was trying to make a point.
Situation, it just seems like a crash out. If the plan was to get him to sign a piece of paper, why are you taking his earrings off his ears? Why are you taking his wedding ring? Why are you taking his watch?
They were choking him out. One of them was threatening to kill the other guy if he kept moving. Like, this turned into the worst possible situation.
Vlad, listen, bro. Listen. This is what I'm saying. So once you did, if he'd have kept it in there, then that's a different thing. But now when you took it there, at that point in time, people like WACk, this ain't right. This ain't the ways of the streets. I don't believe Gucci went there to do street business. And I keep telling people, hey, bro, people change, people evolve. You know what I mean? You can't expect a person to deal with something today that maybe he would have dealt with 10, 15 years ago differently. You just can't. And now that's on you. You was a bad judgment of character.
Now, in this situation, I think that Gucci Mane is stuck between a crime and a hard place. You have the old Gucci Mane that everybody's used to that handles things aggressively, abruptly, extremely disrespectfully, handles things extremely hostile, volatile, X, Y, and Z. Then you have the new Gucci Mane that's more of an executive, more of a mogul, so forth and so on, that came there on legitimate business and has to do legitimate business. What makes the issue hard is because Gucci Mane has people around him who are not involved in the streets, like a security guard that's an off-duty police officer, like a cameraman that's just a regular cameraman. When you start doing things to those people and then they get the police involved is when you start doing things that take you out of a street element and now put you in a more square element because you're involved in square people.
You know what I mean? Some situations, I tell people, I've told people this, hey, look, bro, that's not that serious. And we're dealing with this certain individual. If you're not going to go all the way, if you think you're going to pop up over here, get to drop, and 5 of y'all beat him up and let him live, by the time you get home, somebody real close to you going to get touched. And it's not that serious to unalive him, so leave it alone. Like, you have to be a great judgment of character and know who you're dealing with. Vlad, once we start building and you start to understand WACk, you knew exactly who you were dealing with. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I know this dude now is a friend to a point that if WACk see me in public.
I think that Vlad already knew that you was a soft and pusillanimous, so there's always that.
Vlad, last time I saw you in Miami, I kept him on you. Soon as I looked at your wrist, hey, y'all too, stay on him. You ain't say, you ain't asked me nothing, I didn't tell you nothing.
I have my own security, though, by the way.
That's great. God damn it.
Just so people know.
Listen, no. The whole
I wasn't slipping that day.
The whole building was full of security.
Right.
But when I see Vlad, I just saw Vlad. I didn't see the people I'm used to seeing with you. My man got he got the Richard on the wrist.
Right.
So automatically, right, whatever with me is with you. Hey, yo, y'all stay on blast, right? I don't know what people be thinking. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta know who you dealing with, bro. You can't, just because you are living this imaginary New Jack City, American me, American gangster thing in your head. Music is supposed to be entertainment. Because if these artists was really doing what they said they was doing in real life, they incriminating themselves. And I will say this era artists.
All right, man. So we finna get up out of here to the next one. WACk just basically explains to y'all, why and how he snitched on Pooh Shiesty. Not sure why Pooh Shiesty got snitched on, but that all being said, man, we up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. It's red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Protest the air, Smith. We on the air, protest the air at our best. You know that, man. Off the air. You know what I'm saying? We out here, ground zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, man. Trap knows. You know that, nigga.
Dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know we're enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.